Hello, kids. This is Miss Esmeralda. Today we will be talking about ancient times clothing. Today it is Thursday, May 7th, 2020. We're going to work on page 120 and 121. So, the first thing that we're going to talk about is how clothes were made. Here, I put a picture of a mom creating a toga. So clothes were made by servants or the mother of the house. So they were either made by both of them. They were either made by servants or by the mother of the house. We'll talk about togas as well. In ancient time, everyone would wear togas, but depending on certain things, the colors were different. So remember in the last lesson we talked about how girls had to get married in order to become adults. Their togas when they were kids, they were purple. And once they got married, the togas became white. Well, they would give them a white toga. They wouldn't become white. Now, remember that they would also get a veil. They had to give away their toys. So just keep that in mind that depending on certain things, the colors were different on togas and weather in ancient times. So in ancient times, they wore light, loose clothes as the weather was hot for most of the year. So even in the winter, it wasn't cold. The temperature would drop, but they would always wear loose and light clothes. And if the weather was to get cold, they would put more pieces of clothing on top. Now, if we think about clothing nowadays, we really see a difference. For example, back in the day, they would just wear togas and they would just wear a drap on top. Depending on if it was too cold, they would put more clothing, but it was similar to the toga. Now, if we look at the pictures now for winter, for summer, for spring, and for autumn, all of the clothes is different. For example, for winter, we have beanies, jackets, mittens, gloves, scarves, boots, coats, sweater. For summer, we wear sandals, we wear bikinis, we wear swimsuits, sunglasses, caps, we wear dresses, shorts, skirts. For spring, since spring it is a time where it rains a lot, most of the girls use dresses. Mostly everyone uses rain boots. They use umbrellas when it rains, raincoats. And for autumn it's pretty much in between spring and winter. So also use raincoats. We use coats, jackets, cardigans, pants, tights, boots, hats, scarf, and umbrellas. So some of the things are the same, but it is different for different seasons. Now this is kids' clothing in ancient times. As you notice, all of them are wearing togas. Some of them do wear red draps over them. And if we look at kids now, the first boy is wearing pants and he's wearing a long sleeve shirt. The girl next to him is wearing an overall. The girl next to her is wearing pants and a long sleeve shirt. The other girl is wearing a skirt. So just look at the difference back in the day and now. Like the difference is there's a huge difference in between them. In between them, the girls didn't have a choice to wear skirt or shorts. The boys didn't used to wear pants. Now for shoes, if you notice in the picture, most of them wore leather sandals. And if you notice here, we all use either sandals, tennis shoes, boots. There's different things that we can use. So there is a huge difference. Now, like I did say on this one, for example, if the weather was to get cold, they would put more pieces of clothing on top. The type of clothing that they would use would be really thin since most of the time it was hot. So they had to keep on putting, for example, more togas on top, or if they maybe got coats, animal coats, they would put them on top as well. But pretty much it was always hot back in the day. Now that is it for today's class. We will go ahead and work on the book.